All right, let's turn our attention to the next section of the activity, which is to look at the line and proximity sensors. The header says this example shows how to read from the 5 line sensors and 3 proximity sensors on the Zumo front array. And that's a little misleading because you can't actually read from all of those simultaneously. You have to kind of pick and choose. And what we're going to be doing is reading from we're going to be reading from 3 of the line sensors and 3 of the proximity sensors. So let me just show you where these are physically on the robot. We'll get it here where we can see some light. If you look at the robot from the top, you really can't see much of those sensors. So what you have to do, and we did this last week, but what you have to do is turn it over, and this card right here is actually a separate piece. So you can buy that separately in the kit form of this. You install it yourself. It's not soldered in or anything. You can actually pick this up and pull it out of a socket. So this card contains all the sensors, and they are really hard to see because they're so tiny, but there are 5 line sensors, and we looked at these in class, but there are 5 line sensors spread out from the far left of the card. There's one that my fingernail is on, and there are 3 in a row. 1, 2, and 3 toward the center, and then there's one on the far end of the card. So we are only going to be using the center one of this little group of 3, and then the 2 outboard sensors. Those will be our line sensors. Our proximity sensors, we're going to use all 3 of them, and they're the 3 things on the card that look pretty much similar. There's one here that faces toward the front. There's one here that faces toward the robot's, well, that would be the robot's right when it's in normal orientation, not upside down. And there's one here, which will face to the robot's left. All of these sensors, the line sensors and the proximity sensors, use infrared reflection. And the line sensors are down facing, so they're looking for black lines on white background, or really they're just looking for contrast, I guess I should say. And the proximity sensors are looking for reflections off of objects in the environment.